Battle through the heavens, Grand World. Chapter 224. A fierce battle. As Xiao Yan's voice faded, Yin Kang had already turned into a black ray of light and rushed over. Along the way, the sound of the air exploding could be heard without an end, shaking one's soul. Killing light explosion. A stern shout was heard from Yin Kang's mouth. In an instant, the key within the black ray of light surged wildly. A scarlet black light rushed out from the top of the dark green sky's head. The key gathered and turned into a ray of light. Yin Kang reached out his hand and grabbed it, then he suddenly swung it towards Xiao Yan. Using key to transform objects. Xiao Yan's expression became serious. The black light in Yin Kang's hand seemed to have turned into ki, but it was actually real. With his current strength, he could use any weapon that was casually formed by the origin monarch ki. It had the power of a mid-tier spirit weapon at the very least. Swoosh! The crimson black light seemed to have cut through space and time. Before it even arrived, Xiao Yan felt a sharp pain on his skin, and his body seemed to be on the verge of collapsing. Xiao Yan's eyes instantly turned stern. All the crimson gold flames on his body surged and completely swallowed this murderous aura. As he clenched his hand, the blue flame ruler had already appeared in his hand. It swept across the surface of the ruler. It tore through the air and stood in front of Xiao Yan. Buzz! Yin Kang held the dark red light in his hand. He fiercely struck the blue flame ruler. As the two collided, the dark red light surged with black ki. It crazily devoured the blue flame rulers, lingering on the blue flame ruler, and a scent of destruction quietly descended. Xiao Yan coldly snorted. With a shake of his wrist, the flames on the blue flame ruler rumbled and shot out. It was as if the crimson gold flames of the ancient times had chosen to devour someone. In turn, they surrounded the endless black ki. With the might of the monarch flame, it instantly incinerated and scattered the surrounding black ki. Kai! When Yin Kang saw this, his expression changed slightly, and his arm trembled. The red and black light had already left his hand. He roared and rushed towards Xiao Yan. Yin Kang, on the other hand, took a strange step forward. His body flashed, and he easily dodged the flame that was rushing towards him. Xiao Yan frowned slightly. When he saw the crimson black light rushing towards him, it was already too late for him to withdraw the blue flame ruler. To block it. The battle just now had weakened the murderous aura of the crimson black light, and it was no longer as fierce as before. With a casual thought, flames curled up on Xiao Yan's palm. He suddenly stretched out his hand and grabbed the dark red light in his hand. Xiao Yan's expression changed slightly the moment his hand touched it. Even with the protection of the monarch flame, a heart-piercing pain still came from his palm. Yin Kang revealed a strange smile when he saw Xiao Yan catching his attack with his bare hands. This killing light explosion was one of the trump cards of the great Yin spirit arts, and it was also the monarch's skill that he had mastered during his half a year of seclusion. An ordinary emperor could easily kill by it, let alone Xiao Yan. Sensing the sharp pain in his palm, Xiao Yan's mind woke up. He waved the blue flame ruler to counteract the endless black ki. On the palm of his hand that was holding the dark red light, pure origin monarch ki flowed out along the meridians of his arm, bringing the monarch flame to his palm, crazily devouring the power of the dark red light. Yin Kang shifted his gaze to Xiao Yan's blue flame ruler, his brows raised, and his face revealed a pondering expression. Yin Jushuan sat on the chair, watching the match between the two of them with great interest. With his emperor cultivation strength, he could clearly see what was going on between the two of them. When he saw Xiao Yan being entangled by Yin Kang's killing light, a smile slowly emerged on his face. He has actually cultivated the great Yin spirit arts to such an extent. Young master's talent really makes me feel ashamed. An elder of the profound Yin sect sighed with emotion. Yin Kang's performance was too stunning. He had already comprehended 2/3 of the great Yin spirit arts at such a young age. On the other hand, they had also comprehended half of the great Yin spirit arts in the past few hundred years. They were the new generation that had changed from generation to generation. They were the old generation that had come to an end. That's right. Young master is an outstanding genius. I estimate that even the most famous Yunluo Academy in the Eastern Star region can only be counted on one's fingers if they can defeat young master at such a young age. In this generation of star-severing mountain range, the king who stands above all the geniuses is none other than Yin Kang. Yin Kang's means had also shocked everyone, and they were all praising him in low voices. Although the Profound Yin sect was one of the top sects in the Star-Severing Mountain Range, in the entire Star-Severing Mountain Range, the Profound Yin sect couldn't even be ranked in the top 3. Yin Kang's appearance was the hope of the entire Profound Yin sect. While everyone was exclaiming in admiration, Xiao Yan had already refined the dark red light. His palm trembled. Xiao Yan took a deep breath and clenched the blue flame ruler tightly. His expression was solemn as he looked at Yin Kang, who was not far away from him. This was the first time he felt danger from a young man. This Yin Kang was terrifyingly strong. Seeing Xiao Yan refining the killing light in just a few moments, Yin Kang remained silent. His eyes were fixed on the weapon in Xiao Yan's hand. There was no trace of a crack on the weapon. Yin Kang was the clearest about the power of the killing light. With just a single strike, even a mid-grade spirit weapon would have cracks on its surface. This ruler was actually so powerful. High-grade spirit weapon. Cold intent surged in Yin Kang's eyes. Immediately, he let out a cold laugh. He extended his palm. Black ki surged and a black spear appeared in his hand. It was a high-tier spirit weapon, the heart-shattering spear. The long spear smashed onto the ground. The ground immediately cracked. A thread of black origin monarch ki followed the palm of the long spear and entered it. A dark red color slowly surged onto the tip of the black spear. Xiao Yan narrowed his eyes. He looked at the black spear in Yin Kang's hand. A cold glint flashed across his eyes. In the next moment, he had already grabbed the blue flame ruler and rushed towards the latter. The crimson gold flame on the ruler's surface curled. The tip of the ruler rubbed against the ground and a gully appeared wherever it passed. All the crushed rocks were incinerated. Yin Kang also took a step forward. The long spear in his hand danced. It seemed to be able to pierce through the world. The dark red tip of the spear surged and faced the blue flame ruler with a crushing force. Xiao Yan's expression was solemn. He held the blue flame ruler tightly in his hand. 3,000 lightning monarch flames flashed in his hand. At the same time, the crimson gold flame on the ruler's surface quietly dispersed, and only the silver lightning arcs jumped. Blood transformation kill. Yin Kang laughed coldly. He tightly gripped the heart destruction spear with both hands. The dark red tip of the spear suddenly rushed out like a blood snake. It passed through the space and arrived in front of Xiao Yan in an instant. Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. The moment Yin Kang used the spirit weapon monarch skill, Xiao Yan also let out an angry shout. The spiritual energy on the blue flame ruler surged and the thunder was furious. In the next moment, countless lightning pillars as thick as thighs rushed out from the ruler and surrounded Yin Kang. Their power covered the sky and the earth. The dark red color was like a spiritual snake. When it approached Xiao Yan's face, it suddenly split open, and countless blood mists covered Xiao Yan's face as well. On the other side, Yin Kang was caught off guard. He was also firmly trapped by the Thunder Dragon Prison Domain. For the first time, Yin Kang's face turned ashen. Swoosh! A scarlet flame appeared out of nowhere. The blood mist that enveloped Xiao Yan's body seemed to have met with boiling snow and quickly disappeared. In a moment, it had already disappeared from the world. Although the blood mist was quickly forced back, the power of the blood transformation kill could not be underestimated. In just a short period of contact, Xiao Yan's clothes had already been corroded. A dark red injury was clearly imprinted on his shoulder, emitting red smoke. You can admit defeat. A tiny bit of the blood transformation kill blood mist is enough to kill you. Look at your injuries. In less than 5 minutes, your entire body will be corroded. Standing in the Thunder Dragon Prison Domain, Yin Kang glanced at Xiao Yan's shoulder and said faintly. Xiao Yan looked at his shoulder. At this moment, it was emitting intense pain. Although it hadn't spread to his entire body yet, just like what Yin Kang had said, it would spread to his entire body in 5 minutes. Xiao Yan slightly lowered his head and then looked up. He calmly shook his head and slowly raised the blue flame ruler in his hand. He pointed at Yin Kang and said, "Sorry, I hope you will admit defeat." Hi guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.